Yo guys, I'm Black Magic and I'm back with career mode, and yep, I'm going to put another one straight out there. I ain't got the chance to upload as often as I'd like, so I'm going to upload while I can. And you're going to see here, we're going to put Pereira straight into centre mid for this game. I was a big fan of Pereira, so we decided we're going to give him a few more chances. We're going to put Gaya at the left back position, as he is rated a bit higher than Luke Shaw, but we haven't given him much game time, so we're going to give him some game time now. And they're the two changes that we're going to make for this game. The rest of the team is going to stay the same as we usually keep it. And we're to kick this game off in the all-red at Old Trafford. First chance falls to us. Free kick. Rooney's going to take it. 25 yards out, and he puts it straight in the top corner off the post. And that is the perfect start to get us climbing up this table. And hopefully we can start getting involved with the title with finishes like that. 1-0 Man United. Next chance falls to Norwich. They play a nice little bit of football here. Jerome's gone through on goal, but he can't trouble De Gea and just shoots the ball straight over the bar. Not a problem in the end. You can see here, Pereira wins the ball now, and he takes a strike. Great save from Ruddy, but he can't hold it, and Schweinsteiger follows the ball in, and it gives us the 2-0 lead, so we've got a bit of a cushion now in this game. Next chance falls to Norwich. They play it out wide. Jerome playing the ball out wide there. Ball's crossed in to a foe, and a foe is there to volley the ball home at the near post, leaving De Gea with no chance to give Norwich a bit of a lifeline and make the game 2-1 in this game. I think this is how the half ends. Yep, that is how the half is going to end. We're not going to make any changes, but we do make changes as the game goes on. And it is Norwich to kick us off this half. So next chance falls to us. Damian picks up the ball. He gives it out wide to Juan Mata. Juan Mata's trying to make something happen. He's looking for options, but there's no options. So we decide to take a shot in the end, and Ruddy is equal to it, and he pulls off a really good save in the end to keep us out. And that is how the game actually ended. That was the only chance of the second half. But you can see we're in 4th place. 6 points off all the leaders, but the problem is all the teams above us have games in hand. Man City have a game in hand. They have 2 actually. Chelsea and Leicester have a game in hand each as well. So really need to win our games if we're going to stay competing with these teams above us. Next game is actually against Stoke City, and we are away at the Britannia Stadium. We're going to rock the all black strip. Stoke are going to stay in their traditional red and white strip. We're going to make 1 or 2 changes. We're going to put Gaya back in. He done well in the last game. We're also going to put Pereira back in because he did really well in the last game. So we're going to take Herrera straight out again. And this time we're going to make 1 more change. We're going to put Jack Grealish into the team. We've not really given Jack Grealish much of a chance. So we decide, you know what, let's take the payout. Let's give Jack Grealish a little run out. Hopefully we can keep the form going. The only way these players are going to get better is if I give them a chance. And that's what we decide to do in this game. So we're to kick this game off. And the first chance is actually going to fall to us through from the kickoff, more or less. But you can see Mata plays the ball out wide to Bellerin, who gives it to Suli, he gives it to Mata. Mata gives it to Bellerin. Bellerin loses it, but Mata receives it back, gives it back to Bellerin. Bellerin decides to go on a raging run forward. And it's actually a really good run. And then we cut the ball back to Rooney, who's there, and it is a great piece of goalkeeping to keep us out of the Stoke City net. So it stays at 0-0 in the 5th minute. Next chance falls to us again. Ball's brought down by Bellerin. He gives the ball into the centre, into Gaya, the left back, and Marshall gets it just as he's about to shoot. There you can see he's taken out, and Rooney, who has missed the last 2 penalties, is going to step up again to try and get his confidence back after missing 2 penalties in a row, which was quite frustrating. But we need him to score, and he steps up, and this time he makes no mistake as he puts the ball down the middle, nice and hard down the middle of the goal to give us that 1-0 lead. Next chance falls to us. Grealish with a nice 1-2 with Gaya there. And Grealish decides to go on a bit of a run himself as he cuts inside this time. Skips around 1 man. Then he skips around his 2nd man. Like he weren't even there. Takes a shot, but Butland is equal to it in the end. And that is how the half is going to end. We're not going to make any changes, but we're 1-0 up at the Britannia. So this is looking like a good result. If we can keep the victory, the 1-0 deficit, will be okay. And you're going to see Stoke with Bojan and Shaqiri with some lovely bits of skill there, but they can't make anything come of it in the end. Next chance is going to see Rooney harasses Shawcross, and he wins the ball back off him in the end. Persistent, and then he lays it off to Embello, who's just come on as a sub, and he is there to tuck the ball home into the far corner to give us that 2-0 lead. And that was actually the perfect finish for us in that game. And that is actually how the game is going to end. So you can see at the end of that game, we're still in 4th place. 4 points now adrift as the other teams have played their games in hand, bar Man City. But we have 4 points adrift of Leicester City, who are above us. So we've got to try and hunt them down. So the only way to do that is to keep winning games. You can see Chelsea are top on 42 points. Manchester City are there on 40. We have conceded the least goals in the league, though. We've only scored 18, but we've only conceded 8. So we're looking good in defence, but we need to start putting more balls in the opposition's net if we're going to trouble them. Chelsea is our next game, so this is a very important game, as they are at the top, and we need to beat these so we can start gaining ground on them. So you're going to see we're going to make a change here. We're going to put Neves in for Schweinsteiger this time. You can see Gay's a bit tired, so I'm not going to play him in this game. Just looking like Neves. We decided to take Mata out. We're going to put Manure on the right wing this time in this game, and they're the only changes we're going to make in this game. So 2 big changes for this game up against Chelsea. You're going to see we win the ball here nicely. Herrera gets the ball, lovely ball to Martial. Martial plays Herrera back in, who was there to tuck the ball into the far corner to give us that 1-0 lead in the 20th minute. That was the first chance of the game, and I was really happy that we took it. And Herrera goes off to celebrate. Next chance falls to us. Shaw plays a lovely ball out wide. Memphis picks the ball up. He's trying to make something happen as he dribbles inside. He skips around the first man, takes a shot, and Begovic is there to tip the ball over. Next chance, Manure picks the ball up. He gives it inside to Neves. Neves gives it to Rooney. Rooney plays it out wide to Manure. Manure plays it to Martial. Martial picks the ball up. He skips inside this time, and he skips around 2 men this time. Takes a shot. Ball's blocked by Ivanovic, but Rooney's there to follow it up to get himself yet another goal and give us the 1-0 lead, the 2-0 lead in this game. Mikel picks the ball up here. He plays a lovely 1-2, gives it out wide to Willian. Willian crosses it, but we defend it, but Willian picks the ball up again, and he isn't finished as he skips around 1 man, takes a shot with the left foot, but De Gea is there again, and he's well equal to the shot. And that is how the half is going to end. You're going to see I actually decide, you know what, I'm 2-0 up. Dragowiski hasn't played. We're going to put him in. Let's give him a few minutes in this game. And that's the only change I'm going to make. So we just make the one change as we put Dragowiski in the nets for a half of football. Try and keep him happy. Try and get him developing. And at one point I was debating whether I'd made a mistake because the game wasn't wrapped up yet. And as you're going to see, Chelsea go on the attack straight away from this. Fabregas plays the ball forward. Oscar, and then he gives it back to Remy. Remy gives it to Hazard. Hazard picks the ball up. He cuts it back, and Remy's there to tap it in. And we've already conceded. Dragowiski's conceded literally, and he's only just come on the pitch. So that wasn't really the best of starts in the second half. We can end there. Sully picks the ball up. He gives it out wide now. Manure picks the ball up. He's trying to make something happen as he dribbles inside, takes a shot. Begovic is there. He stands tall to keep us out. But off the resulting corner, Neves whips it in, and Sully is there to head home to give us that 3-1 lead. Towering header in the end, and that was the perfect time to score it. Manure picks the ball up here out wide, plays the ball to Neves. Neves cuts inside. He plays the ball to Rooney. Rooney takes a shot, but Begovic is equal to the shot in the end. We were really giving Chelsea a hard time. Shaw picks the ball up here. He gives a really bad ball inside. It looks like we're going to pay for it as Mikel is there to punish us from a bad mistake from Luke Shaw there. Next chance is going to fall to us. One of the last, as Bellerin picks the ball up, he gives it to Manure. Manure has been causing problems over that side all game, and he's still causing problems as he comes inside. He skips around Fabregas, and Fabregas just runs straight into him to give us a penalty. So the game is 3-2 at the minute, and Fabregas has just given a penalty away for Wayne Rooney to step up to make this game 4-2 if he scores, and hopefully wrap up the 3 points. And can he do it? And he does. No problems there. Rooney buries again. He's back on form. He's scoring goals. And that is actually how the game is going to end. So you're going to see here. We win this game. We win this game 4-2. So I was more than happy with the result in the end. And that is how we're going to end this episode. So thank you for watching, guys. I will be uploading a bit more often while I'm back, but obviously I can't upload as often as I would like to. So that is why not. But after this, as you can see, we're in December. And that means one thing, the transfer window is about to open, and we are going to make some more signings in this game as we go along. But it also means we're going to make a few more sales, so a few people are going to have to go out. Just show you the table actually before we go. Chelsea are top on 42 points, Manchester City are second on 41 points, Leicester City are third on 38 points, we are fourth on 36 points. But yeah, again, next episode, we're going to sell a few players, I think. Players that are not really playing as much or are a bit old. We're going to sell some of the older players and we're going to play more of the youngsters in this season. I was just hoping to go in the Champions League to give a few more youngsters a go. But thanks for watching, guys. I've been Black Magic and I'm out.